We are here at Highlight outside of Bozeman today for a proposal. It has been snowing, and you can't see the mountains, which was the whole point of coming up here. And the road is not great. It's pretty narrow, it's pretty deep. It'll pull you off on the side of it. And I don't know where my clients are from. So I feel like there's a good chance they're not even gonna make it, which is, I don't know what to do. There's no cell phone service. So anyway, here's what it's looking like. So as you can tell, it's snowing. It's really pretty, but it's warm out, so there's like a foot of slush on top of the lake. And they're in like cute outfits, so we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna hide my cameras under my blanket. I showed them what I was wearing and told them where to set up. I'm confident that it's gonna be fine if they make it. I'm still not convinced that they're going to make it. And so like, I'm really stressed about it, but what do you do? It's winter in Montana, so. Yeah, no longer sitting in a chair in the middle of a frozen lake getting snowed on. Let me tell you about it. Not long after I said I'm not convinced that they're gonna make it, it was 3:30, and that's when I told him I would be leaving, and I left. I didn't have faith that they were actually gonna make it, so I drove back down the mountains to Bozeman. I looked in every single car that I passed, trying to see if it was them, because I knew what they looked like. None of them were. So I get back home to Bozeman. So I text him, I'm like, hey, give me a call, let me know what's going on. So he gives me a call about 30 minutes after I got home, and he said, hey, we didn't make it, obviously. Is there any way you can come over to this little park near the road and take our photos? So I grabbed my bag, I quickly left. It was getting dark at this point, sunset's, before 5 p.m. I run over there, I introduce myself, say hey. They had like this tiny little Kia car. There's absolutely no way that was So he likes taking his own photos, and obviously he had this moment planned. She still didn't know about the proposal part, she just thought it was a photo shoot. So he's setting up his camera and I'm talking with him. And so apparently they got stuck. Someone helped them turn around. They drove back down to the bottom and hitched a ride with randoms to the lake. At the lake, they called my name. Obviously I had gone at this point. It was 30 minutes past when I said, here's when I'll be leaving. So now they had to find a way how to get back down. So they found two people that were leaving and both had one spot in their vehicles, and they separated and drove down the mountain with two random strangers back to their car. That's when he was able to call me, and I joined up with him to take some photos. So he had told her that he had hired a photographer for a photo shoot because it was their 5th anniversary, but she didn't know about the proposal part. Me and him had not communicated like how we were gonna do this new plan, but I've done many proposals. So I just walked through what I typically would have done as far as posing for a proposal. Anyway, yeah, we got it done. She turned around, there he was. He had some really sweet words to say. The ring box had a light like shining down on the diamond. It was awesome. So after that, after they walked over to me, I said, what are you guys doing tomorrow? Like, when are you guys leaving? And she said, tomorrow afternoon. By this time it was getting dark and they had just been through whatever that was in the mountains. So I just said, if you guys are free in the morning, we could definitely go back out, take more photos, because this was supposed to be a full photo shoot. Obviously it turned into like a 15-minute little mini shoot just for the proposal part. So the next morning, I just met them at Starbucks. I said, get in, we're taking the 4Runner. We went to a little trail out here in Bozeman and shot some more photos. It was freezing cold and windy, and they're not from here, so I knew it wouldn't be a very long shoot again, which is totally fine. Had them throw some snow around. It started snowing. They're so freaking cute. I love these photos. And then I took them back to Starbucks and they flew out on that day. So all in all, it all worked out great. He wrote me a beautiful review on Google, which is crazy because that is not at all what he had planned. But I was so happy that it worked out. I did tell him about the snow. I warned him about 4-wheel drive. The original spot he wanted to go was somewhere that would have been 100 times worse with like a 4-mile hike, and I was just like, no dude, you can't do that. I won't be doing it because it's too many variables. Even a well-known, well-traveled road here that we tried to do ended up not working out because of car and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, we did everything right. The only thing is he overestimated what his car rental could do, and that was my bad not asking. I should have asked and just made sure lots of lessons learned on both sides, I'm sure. And one thing I know for sure, they will not forget that day. Every time they think about when he proposed, they're gonna think snow, getting a car stuck, whirlwind day. So obviously showing up for a 15-minute shoot for the proposal and then a 10-15 minute shoot the next day, I didn't film anything. I was there just shooting as much as I could get because of the time crunch. So there's no more footage to show, but I thought I'd show you some photos that I got. And yeah, thanks for watching.